Watch this little video on Year of the Fire Horse. Okay.
Lunar New Year is coming, and it's time to talk about the zodiacs again. 2026 will be the year of the horse, and if you were born in these years, then this is your year.
So what are the special characteristics of people born in this zodiac year?
I think
What
we're
are
known
they?
for being energetic, fast-moving.
Wait, so was anybody born in these years? 1930? Is anyone here born in 1930? Are you almost 100 years old? Anyone? We've got 1930, 1942, 1954, 1966, 1978, 1990, 2002. And if you're 2014, you should go. You should. Do not say that if, don't even pretend. Don't be silly. So I'm going to guess for the most part, we have 2002, which would be 24. So you're 24 this year, or 1990. You are 36. 36. In the year of the horse, I feel like I will ascend this year. You definitely will, because it's the motherfucking fire horse. So you are turning 24. In the year of the fire horse, only happens once every 60 years. The horse is the 7th animal in the zodiac cycle. It carries the associations of courage, freedom, energy, independence. And what fire adds to it is it adds ambition, it adds breakthrough energy, and a flair for the dramatic. I was not born in the year of the horse, but I definitely have the flair for the dramatic. So if this is you, you will be ascending. People who were born in fire horse years are typically described as very smart, very charismatic, very enthusiastic, got a little bit of stubbornness, that horse stubbornness. But the fire horse, so last year was the snake, okay? And so the snake was the shedding. It was the deliberate shedding of everything in 2025. And now 2026 is the vehicle to race down that path, that newly shed path. This is the year to take action. This is the year to start galloping down that path. Well, I quit my job. I'm moving to Central China for research, fire horsing my way into the future. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Then this is your year.
So what are the special characteristics of people born in this zodiac year?
I think we're known for being energetic, fast-moving, and always on the go.
You've got a fast horse.
Seem very social.
People born in the year of the horse are supposed to be stubborn and hardworking, I think, like a horse.
Horses in Chinese culture, the most important thing is success. Horses runs very fast. It runs towards your target without a stop. People are very energetic, full of ambition, full of passion.
What's even more interesting is that 2026 is a fire horse year. No, not like that. No, there's nothing to do with Pokemon. It's something related to the ancient Chinese philosophy.
Ancient Chinese philosophy.
Many Chinese people believe that the world is made up of 5 elements. These elements interact in cycles, with each one generating or destroying another. It's a bit like rock, paper, scissors, but with 2 different cycles. In one direction, things help each other grow. For example, wood feeds fire. And when the fire burns out, it turns into ash that goes back into the earth. In the other direction, things keep each other in check. Water puts out fire, and earth can hold or redirect water. The 5 elements support and restrain one another, helping explain how things change in the world. In ancient Chinese traditions, time was also linked to the 5 elements, meaning every year carries its own element, And the coming year of the horse is associated with fire.
丙午年2026，丁未年2027，这2年都是属
2027, the year of the goat.
What we
Fire
should pay
years.
attention to is to see, never do something extreme. We should always see, keep a balance of our life.
Okay.
Don't go too fast. Of course, don't slow down too much. Just keep a balance, and then you will have good luck.
Just right in the middle, that balance.
Horses are one of the most beloved animals around the world, and it's an
Damn, the fire goat sounds kind of metal. Just imagining a goat. I'm just imagining the Elmo with fire.
animal that appears repeatedly throughout history and folktales across many cultures, from Greece to Australia, the United States, and China. In Chinese legends, there are stories of 1,000-mile horses said to be so powerful that they could run 1,000 Chinese li, or about 500 kilometers, in a single day. These horses were usually the mounts of heroes and emperors. One of the most famous horses in Chinese literature is a white dragon horse featured in Journey to the West.
Yo.
After the monk Xuanzang obtained the sacred scriptures, the horse was honored by the Buddha as a divine steed, becoming a symbol of bravery and perseverance. In another classic Ming Dynasty novel, Romance of the Three Kingdoms, the war horse Chitu, or red
Low
hare,
fiber,
ridden
thicker
by
the
the
prime,
legendary
10 feet high,
general
thicker
Guan
than 22
Yu,
months.
is remembered as a symbol of loyalty, just like its master.
1990 horses.
Beyond
assemble.
classic literature, horses were also deeply
Horses are so cool.
revered by emperors.
We're all horse girls
For
this year.
example, Emperor
Yes.
Taizong of the Tang Dynasty Li Shimin had stone carvings of the 6 war horses he rode and placed them in his imperial tomb.
Shadowfax. Show them the meaning of haste. Just
The contribution
so
of horses to
majestic.
human civilization goes far beyond myth, literature, and art.
The rise of chariots and cavalry transformed the nature of warfare and shaped world history. The most notable example is the Mongol riders under the leadership of Genghis Khan swept across Eurasia, fundamentally reshaping the world of its time. And it's fair
What
to
is this
say
link?
that horses determined how far information could travel
Got you.
and how large an area could be governed. As civilization evolved, the role of horses expanded beyond the battlefield. They played a vital role in transport, logistics, and postal networks around the world before other faster forms of transport emerged. To recognize the animal's contribution, many fashion brands, car manufacturers, and even financial institutions today feature horses in their logos. But in China, younger people have given the spirit of the horse a new interpretation. Many white-collar workers now describe themselves as 牛马, which translates to oxen and horses, to joke about working long hours and hard jobs while earning very little.
Oh, it's such a joke, right? So funny. Just jokes.
In return. Recently, a horse plush toy with its mouth sewn on upside down unexpectedly went viral. Young consumers felt the mistake version reflected their mood at work far better than the original smiling design.
很多客户都喜欢，说的很有道理，适合当代上班的牛马精神。
Lunar New Year is the most important festival for Chinese people around the world, and it is also a major celebration and public holiday in many countries. In Korea,
It is genuinely you cannot comprehend how massive the scale of celebration is. The Lunar New Year celebration is so massive. Over 2 billion people around the world have some form of Lunar New Year celebration in China, Vietnam, Korea, the UK, in the US, in various Chinatowns and other Asian communities, Australia, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia. It's huge. Hi, Caroline. I finally managed to catch you live. Yay! Welcome in.
Lunar New Year, known as Solar, is a time for family gatherings, ancestral rites, and traditional foods such as
Like when I was a kid, I thought this was just Chinese New Year because we would celebrate it. We would call it Chinese New Year. I had no idea there were other Asian people. I was like, what? There's more Asian people in this world than Chinese, and they have their forms of celebrating Chinese New Year.
Rice cake soup. In Vietnam,
Except it's
Lunar New
not
Year,
Chinese
or
New
Tet,
Year.
is marked by family reunions, special meals, and celebrations welcoming good fortune in the year ahead. The celebrations also extend to countries such as Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, and Thailand, where local communities celebrate in their own ways with street festivals, temple visits, family reunions, and shared meals. While customs may differ, the themes remain familiar: renewal, good fortune, and hope for the year ahead. Here in Australia,
Yeah, that was one of the best parts of New Year, is that all the adults would give the kids the red envelopes. Red is obviously a color of great significance, and the red envelopes are filled with money, and they are given by the elders. They are given by married adults to the kiddos, to the younger people. And it was the best because you got money, and you got money in cool envelopes. It's every kid's fave, of course. I mean, who didn't want to open up a red envelope and there's a 20 spot in it?
Lunar New Year has
Where's our red money? I'm not a married adult. I'm not an adult. I'm not an elder.
become a shared cultural moment, from Chinatowns in Sydney and Melbourne to Brisbane, Perth, and even regional towns. The festival is
Not an
celebrated
adult
not only
either.
by Asian Australians,
I'm a
but by the
baby.
wider community through food, performance, markets, and public events.
Wish everybody
I'm just a
happy
33-year-old
the
child.
year of horse. Good luck to everybody.
Good luck. Good luck to everybody. Yes. So there are, again, depending on your culture, there are different traditions that are done. Chinese in Chinese culture, like I said, the hongbao, the red envelopes, are a big thing. Just the color red everywhere. You are supposed to deep clean your house before the new year. Once the new year arrives, you are not supposed to clean, because the whole idea is that you are sweeping away the old. You're literally sweeping away the old and ushering in the good fortune of the new year. So when the new year starts, if you're still sweeping, if you're still cleaning, you might be sweeping away that new good fortune, which you don't want to do. You do not want to do that. And then, of course, food. Food is a huge part of the celebration. And there are certain food dishes like oranges, fish, long noodles, like noodles that you don't cut. It's for longevity. And you serve a whole fish because it's supposed to be like symbolizing abundance. And the most important meals. So there's these celebrations last for a while. This is not like just one night the way that we do. The way that the other New Year, December 31st to January 1st, is just the one evening. But the most important meal is what is called it's the family reunion meal. So it's when family come and travel from all over. They reunite and they have their reunion meal. And that's the big one. So similar to Lao New Year, we basically celebrate the whole month. Yeah, it's super rad. And then there are lantern festivals. So lanterns are a big thing. You light a bunch of lanterns and you either release them or you display them. And apparently back in ancient China, back in ancient China on the 15th night, which was supposed to be the first full moon and also the big finale, it was the one night that young women could go out by themselves. And it was called Chinese Valentine's Day in ancient China because the young ladies could go out on the town. They could venture out because otherwise you got to keep them in the home. You cannot trust them. You cannot trust young women and could not trust young women in ancient China. So you had to keep them in the home every other night of the year. What else? What else am I forgetting? And then like, there's just a bunch of, there's a lot of ancient lore and symbolism and all that. So happy New Year. Gong hei fa choi, as we say in Chinese. Didn't emphasize the fat stacks enough. And did I mention the fat stacks of money? Although I think when I was a kid, I mean, it was a ton of money when I was a child, but I think it was maybe $50 total, but super fat stacks. I mean, no, not even $50. Because I remember my papa would always give us, it was like $20. And then everyone else, it would be, sometimes it was like a few dollars. But you know what? Money is money. Money is money, especially when you're a child. And that was so much. When I was younger, I got nearly 2 hundos. Okay, that was not my fat stack experience. Growing up in the San Gabriel Valley, Lunar New Year pops the fuck off. So many parades and festivals. Yeah, it's really fun. So if you live near, if you live near a Chinatown or another Asian cultural community, go have a meal, go partake in celebration. It's very fun. We went to, so when we were in Japan last year, oh my God, it was a year ago. Remember that we went to the biggest Chinatown I think it was the biggest Chinatown in Japan. We took the train to Yokohama. Yeah. And then we streamed there and it was super fun. And I think Chinese New Year was happening. I think the New Year was happening. I was raised next to the equivalent of Chinatown in Paris. I moved 2 years ago. I missed the lion and dragon dance and all the fireworks. Yeah, it's just the Asians know how to do it, you know? Yeah, the soup dumpling explosion that happened in Yokohama. That was a year ago. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? What explosion? So we decided to try soup dumplings, which are fire, and they were incredibly hot and they exploded. Multiple. And the thing is that you would have thought we learned this the first time, but we just kept going and the soup dumplings kept exploding.